All right, man. So back to what I was saying. So you say you grew up on the east part of San Jose.
Yes, sir.
A beautiful part of town because everybody know there's a lot of Latin culture, a lot of African American culture, a lot of Asian culture, and a lot of diverse background. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So what part of the culture of San Jose kind of molded you as a character, if you don't mind me asking?
I mean, it's kind of like, I grew up on the east side, so I'm like dead in the heart. So I grew up with the Hispanics and, African Americans and stuff like that. It wasn't just one race. So, I was around a lot of races at the time growing up.
Oh, this guy over here trying to kill somebody.
And he wasn't racing.
He's looking at us like, these minorities.
You don't see that. You don't get that a lot on the east side. I'll tell you that right now. Here is gonna be something different. Nah, I'm good, Ron. Maybe some water. I'll get some water.
Okay, he's trying to stay fit. This is Fiji, man.
I don't know, man. There's something about it.
You want the big body? You want the little body?
Little, let's go.
Gotta stay hydrated. You guys want some? Arkell, Seba, you want some? Gatorade?
I'll get a water too.
The camera crew.
What you want?
Stay hydrated.
Water?
Fiji. I'll take St. Louis Rangers.
Stay hydrated. What's up, boss? Hey, how are you? All right.
What's up, boss? Hope you don't mind the interview, man. We're just trying to be creative out here. It's better than shooting guns.
Absolutely.
I'm playing. He overall, I've connected with so many people through this podcast, just really building an intimate conversation with them and being like, hey, look, we're trying to create something, we're trying to elevate it. Like how you were saying, you can only go so far individually, but when you actually create something with the whole, you can become great.
You can do a lot of things.
There's a lot of examples, like Def Jam, you got HBK, you know what I'm saying? HBK is a good example because I was learning about them. They all went to the same high school together in Hayward. And they all connected, they all made music together, but the thing is, they were all putting each other on in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. It's rare out here, though.
Yeah.
How we were talking about.
That's what I'm saying. That goes back to, the whole thing, the support system that you gotta have when you out here in San Jose.
So what would you define a support system?
Anything, you know what I mean? If you got like for instance, like example, like you have a platform, and you're willing to, not pick and choose, but you trying to help everybody else out, with their name or their brand, whatever it is that they're trying to do.
Yep.
I mean, that's a perfect example. You got other people that, do shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not really, you know what I mean? Like, why, if you're in San Jose and you're a promoter, right?
Yeah.
Why would you have somebody else from another city or state come and headline a show in your own city instead of grabbing the artists out here and putting them on?
Put it together.
You know what I'm saying? Being too selective with that. You know what I mean? Like, show love. You know what I mean? Like, we trying to eat too.
But you don't feel like there's a level of the person that's trying to be there ain't putting enough work to kind of get that opportunity?
I mean, of course
or do you feel like it's a level of just not even getting the chance at all?
I mean, you got to put the work in. Everybody got to put the work in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you also want to be different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want. You know what I mean? You can't just be hey, I'm just a rapper. You know what I'm saying? If you're different and and you're a business and you want that artist at your club, if you feel like that person could bring more business to you, you're gonna want him. Yeah. But if he sounds like the next dude that you had a couple months back, weeks back, whatever, you're not gonna want him.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean?
It's literally the most expensive city, top 10 most expensive city in the whole entire United States.
Yeah, I know.
In a span of 3-4 years, though, that's the wild part.
Yeah, but I mean, it just sucks though, because it just makes people that been here for so many years, now they gotta pick up and go. You know what I mean?
See, but the thing is, I'm glad we touched on this subject because I feel like this comes down to what we were saying earlier about whether they gonna make it happen or they're just either gonna become a victim. So I feel like this is a good thing. In my opinion, I just want your thoughts on it. For me, I see it as okay, I gotta make 150K a year in order for me to survive out here. Mm-hmm. Okay, obviously, if I work at Verizon or Sprint or a sales job, I can't do that making 70K, 60K. Yeah. So that remaining 60,000, 50,000, how you gonna create it? How you gonna make it? You know what I mean? It all comes down to your niche, what you want to do, like how you're saying, for music, and for me, the platform.
A ver, sácame una foto acá o algo. No, digo, ¿puedo opinar o algo?
Sí, estamos filmando. ¿Se mira bien o no?
Órale,
Gracias.
deben de.
Welcome to Tapped In with BQ. I'm your host, BQ, and I'm with a special guest today.
Hey.
Big Mike in the building.
What's up? It's your boy Big Mike.
All right, Big Mike. Hey, appreciate you sliding through the labs.
It's love.
Really cooking.
Love.
New setup, new lights.
I love it.
Man, it's
love it.
real right now.
I love it.
So, what are some things you want to let the audience know for the ones that don't know who you are?
Oh man, you know.
You know, they got some people out there that don't know what's going on in the game, what's cooking. So.
Man, you know, man, it's your boy Big Mike, man. I mean, I ain't gonna say too much, but you know, I'm from San Jose. I'm an artist. You know, I've been in the game for about 10 years now and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised on the east side of San Jose. You know what I mean? So that's, you know, basics.
10 years deep.
10 years
That's a long time.
10 years deep, and yeah, it's been a lot of work actually, man. It's been a long road. You know, I took L's. Yeah, I took a lot of L's. You know what I mean? I mean, it was all worth it. It's all worth it. You know what I mean? It happens. So my first like 2-3 years, maybe like 2008, it was bad, bro. Like I couldn't figure out the game. I couldn't figure out my own style. And one day, one of the producers, he pulled me aside and he was like, "Hey, don't let your cousin hype you up." He's like, "You suck." Criticism. And I always smiled with it. And I was like, yeah, I know. I was like, I don't let him hype me up. I know. I was like, but after that point, after, you know, I was told that I got into the pen, I got into, you know, deeper into the music, and I started playing with the styles, and I finally figured out, well, you know,
your niche.
Yeah. So it was tough, man.
Yeah, no, that's dope that you said that though, because like you literally emphasized on the fact that what he told you was constructive criticism.
Yeah.
But you took it in a way where it's like, bet.
Yeah, because it was funny because when he told me, I was smiling. He was like, "He's like you ain't tripping." I said, "Bro, like, I mean, I know I suck. You know what I mean? I'm glad you told me that. I wasn't gonna let the hype, you know, get to me like that. So
see, that is the definition of emotional intelligence for the ones that don't know. Someone that can actually control the emotions and understand the difference between what is right and wrong. You know what I'm saying? You laid it down.
Yeah.
Now, the reason why I say that's important because, like, you've been 10 years in the game. You've learned, you know, how to carry yourself in a demeanor where people are like, okay, I want to work like Big Mike. I like how he carries himself off.
Yeah.
And I think that's good. So, like, for the reason why I'm emphasizing so much, because you're 10 years into the game, I would consider you an OG, right? The reason why I say that is because I'm new to the game, being involved with, you know, the reason why I say the game, right? The game is considered, like, when you're walking in public, if you see someone that's a promoter, an artist, a business person, whatever, like you identify them, right? That's the game. Like I feel like that's the game.
Yeah.
Am I wrong or am I right?
You're right.
That's what I feel like. Point. So like when I see people, I'm like, okay, he's part of the game. I respect their hustle, what they do. I might not know who they are, but I know they're a part of the game.
That's see, a lot of people don't. A lot of people ain't up on game like that.
That's what I'm saying though. Like for me, like I think it's good for us to utilize that platform to put these people on, educate them, because I feel like. Do you feel like there's people in this generation that are not really either not taking advantage of the clout, that's the new term, the clout that they got.
Clout chasing.
Or clout chasers, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel like the younger generation is utilizing it in the right way? Or is there some things that you feel like that caught your eye?
I mean, there's still things that need to be fixed, you know what I'm saying? And time will do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to happen overnight. And like I said, I've been 10 years deep in the game. So, I mean, I've witnessed a lot and I've seen a lot. So, it's, you know what I mean? It's time for a change. You know what I mean? If y'all listening to this, man, it's time for a change.
For real.
You know what I mean? Because the only way you're going to win, or we going to win, you know what I mean? It's not me. It's not the next person. It's not just BQ. The only we. You know what I mean? We going to win as a San Jose is if we all come together and make it happen.
So what are some examples you can give from, like, how we could come together? And maybe more referencing to, like, music. Cause
I mean, it's the simple things. You know what I'm saying? You know, San Jose is pretty big, but, you know, we got a lot of artists out here, you know. Go to their shows, you know, repost their songs, you know what I mean? Like, do something, you know what I mean? That goes a long way, you know what I mean? Like, put your pride aside, man, and just, you know what I mean? Help the next person out. It might help you out.
So what do you think about people like, because the thing is sometimes when we emphasize on that message, some people feel like they see it more in a technical way, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna go favorite their post, I'm gonna go like their post. But in reality, they don't fuck with you.
I mean,
like, how do you come about that?
It goes back to the pride thing. You know what I mean? Like, don't let your pride be your biggest, you know what I'm saying?
Anchor.
Your biggest demon, you know what I'm saying? Don't let, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, that's only going to get you so far in this music game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you got to put that pride aside. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be an artist and not able to walk around San Jose or go to a show and enjoy yourself, you know what I mean? Instead of, you know what I mean? Hate's going to get you nowhere. You know what I mean? And, I mean, like I said, I've been 10 years deep in the game, and I've seen a lot of things. I mean, I see it now, but... I mean, if you're going to try to do something different out of San Jose and you want to stand out and you want people to respect you, I mean, you gotta learn how to put your ego aside because I guarantee you, there's gonna be somebody out there that you don't know is gonna first time meeting you.
Yeah.
Whatever image you give them,
Yeah.
it's gonna stay on.
Exactly. That's bro. I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that because the reason why is because I've had encounters where I'm the same way regardless.
Yeah.
I always show love. You know what I mean? Like for me, I grew up that way. My mom's always been like optimistic, like, oh, you know what? You know, mom, you do this, sunshine, like whatever. Like mom's always been positive. So that kind of rubbed off on me. Right?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So like I've always been able to identify when people switch up when I see them in a different atmosphere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, it can be like a different city. It could be a different environment of people.
Yeah.
Like, why do you feel like people adjust their character when they go into different spaces like that?
I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, you just become a part of that environment. If you're around that environment 24/7, 7 days a week, and that's what you're going to become.
Yeah.
It's like that saying they always say, you hang around with, 9 broke, niggas,
Yeah.
you're going to be the 10th broke
Yep,
one.
that's
You know what I'm
facts.
saying? So,
Facts.
I mean, it happens, bro. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, still as a person, you're able to control that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if that's what you want to do, then, I mean, go ahead.
So I think this is a good subject because I know a lot of people. I mean, this is just a normality, bro. I feel like growing up in low economic places like where I grew up, where you grew up.
Yeah.
There's people that we always seen things as a normality.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you got to go to school. You're not gonna go to college. You're just gonna get a job and stick to the basics. That's a normality. Like
Yeah.
failure is a normality. Not saying that's a failure. But that's not a general statement.
it's not a
I'm just
shot.
saying, like in general,
Yeah.
like I've seen people act specific ways, not because they love doing it or they are that, just because they feel like they have to do it to fit in.
Yeah.
So what is something you would tell, like, why that's important not to do that?
I mean-
because I feel like it's important not to do
mean, Halloween comes once a year. You know what I'm saying? That's what Halloween's for, brother.
That's
you know what I'm
exactly
saying?
what Halloween's for.
That's
That
definitely what
shit
it's for.
passed
But
too, by the way.
I mean, just be you. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody can't hate you for being you.
Yeah, for
You know
real.
what I'm saying? Like, they can say whatever they want, but the best thing you could do as a person is be you, whether people like it or not. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, don't hide yourself. Your identity is going to be like with you forever. People are going to remember what they see. So,
Yeah.
if you're on social media and you're like you're sitting there trying to be Trey Songz, you know what I'm
You
saying?
ain't Trey Songz, by the way. I'm gonna tell you that now.
Man, be you, man. It's the best advice I give anybody, man. Just be you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you write music, do whatever it is, man. Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
And I feel like when you actually go to the blueprint about you being yourself and you doing you, I feel like it's hard to not be creative at that point. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because I feel like you've already understood yourself. Now at that point, it's just you exposing yourself to the surface.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because some
Yeah.
people don't act like how they act at home outside.
Yeah.
So the only reason why I emphasize on that because this is a really sensitive subject for some people.
Yeah,
And
and,
it
and,
needs to be
and
talked
I mean
about.
that's why I said like it's whatever image you give, that's
Yeah.
what people are gonna get. Like whatever you post on social media, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People are kind of okay, well,
You flexing,
yeah, you know
you
what I'm
out
saying?
the
Whatever,
club,
whatever it is.
And then you got Goodwill the next
Yeah,
day.
you know what I'm saying? Or Ross. Hey, I love Ross. I ain't gonna
Ross
play.
got the
Hey,
cleats, though. If you
man,
played football back in the day, they had the
They got the
cleats.
cleats. They got the Jordans with the broken ankles. They got the whole thing, bro.
Bro, did you ever shop at Ross? Like
I still do, bro.
Yeah, bro,
Man,
I just got this at Goodwill actually before I got
Hey,
here.
I ain't gonna play. Hey, Ross got the polos, baby. They got them polos. I can fit into them now.
Now it's crazy because I remember the reason why I talked about the cleats is because I remember you said you played football.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, you feel like your football career and like playing in the sports, the discipline that you learned, do you feel like that kind of contributed into like your life principles, or you just think that's just normal of where you came from?
Well, growing up on the east side, it was tough, man. You know what I'm saying? I grew up without a mom and dad. My grandparents and them raised me. I think if I would have chose probably another path, I mean, who knows? I mean, we would probably wouldn't even be having this interview right now.
Yeah.
But, it goes again, like I said, you know what I mean? I couldn't follow certain steps, so I went my own path.
Yeah.
So I went to school and I played sports, stay out of trouble, and you know what I mean? And, I can't thank my grandparents enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
man, so.
You feel like your grandparents contributed a lot to your growth?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. My grandparents, my aunts, my uncles, you know what I mean? My dad did some pretty big time, so, they were around and they raised me and stuff like that. It was it's tough growing up without a role model, you know what I'm saying?
No, I agree.
But, you know what I mean? My grandparents did raise me, you know what I'm saying? And they put food on the table for me, clothes on my back, bought me the new K-Swiss when they came out, you know what I'm saying?
He come back too, by the way. Gary Vee just dropped him.
Yeah, I know, I just see that, boy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But, it was tough growing up, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, when when people think that you're supposed to follow a certain path or footsteps of someone
Yeah.
and you go the opposite direction, they kind of trip off that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I think that's good. Your situation is unique. You know what I mean? And I feel like you had that self-awareness to kind of know that your grandparents were playing that fatherly figure role.
Yeah, yeah.
And you kind of embraced it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how do you feel like one becomes self-aware of that? You know what I'm saying? Like what I mean by that is like, how do they know that these are your tools? How can I excel? Versus like, damn, this is my situation. Man, what am I going to do?
I mean,
you know what I mean?
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it was, like I said, it was tough. So for me to see that, you know what I mean, my grandparents and them, you know what I mean, you have to grow up fast.
Yeah.
When in a situation like mine, I had to grow up fast.
Yeah.
So I had to figure out what was right, what was wrong, you know what I mean? I had to do those things, you know what I mean? Rather it was, you know, stealing, you know, breaking, you know what I mean, coming home late. I had to do those things because I wasn't around, you know what I mean? I'm the oldest grandkid, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So there wasn't too many of my, you know, my little cousins that were coming around and stuff like that were able to do half the things I was doing.
Yeah.
But
That's real.
yeah. So it was, you know what I'm saying? There'll be, everybody's different. So when you get a certain age, I guess you could say you'll start realizing if you're in a situation.